Good morning. A question for everyone.
You
What
got
is
it.
in that green bag?
Yeah. I also have a question. Are they having jury trials?
You know, we talked about that the other day, and neither one of us could say one way or the other for sure.
Yeah. Plenty of people are getting notices to report for jury duty, but are they actually having trials?
Well, or maybe they're just practicing.
It could be, hey, the system is set on automate, right?
Right.
And it just kicks out those postcards.
Yeah. Make sure that system is working, exercising it.
Yeah. And it brings up a number of issues. Okay, you get called for jury duty. Are you going to have to sit there wearing a face mask? If I'm a defendant, I'm saying, hey, I need to be able to see the jurors. And B, can you social distance in the jury box? And what are you going to do when you have to sit down together and deliberate?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And defendants, of course, are, constitutionally, they are guaranteed the right to a speedy trial.
Right. Speedy, that's always been a misleading term in the same breath with the court system.
Yes.
Speedy, that's...
Yeah. We'll have the trial next Thursday. Oh, no, wait a minute. No, I've got a dentist appointment. Oh, I'm getting my hair cut. Yes.
I'm glad you're not holding your breath.
Yes. Anyway, today is a Wednesday. It is the first day of July. Can you believe that?
It's hard to believe.
Yeah.
Hard to believe.
And July, anti-boredom month. We need a dose of that, don't we?
Mm-hmm.
It's cell phone courtesy month. Put down your cell phone, okay?
I don't have mine right now.
Oh, okay. It's grilling month.
Grilling,
grilling.
In barbecue?
As in barbecue.
Okay.
It's hot dog month. I did something Saturday I had never done before. I did ribs.
Mm-hmm.
And I smoked them and then finished them on the grill. And for the first time I ever did it, they came out really good.
I thought you were going to say, and so I cooked them, smoked them, took the meat, threw it away, and ate the bones.
You got it.
Yeah.
Louis got the bones.
Yes, Louis.
Today is also Canada Day. Let's hear it for our Canadian friends. They're all up north and don't want to come south, right?
Hey?
Yeah. And it's also Postal Worker Day. And either Kxo AM 1230 or FM 107.5 pretty much played throughout all the post offices in Imperial County. And we salute our postal workers.
As a matter of fact, they might be listening right now.
I wouldn't be surprised. I've got two brothers-in-law that one a mail carrier, retired. The other was actually head of facilities for the Southern District of California, and he's retired.
He kept the facilities in order and kept them corralled. Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
What do you mean you need a new trash can? Yeah, get a box, okay?
Yeah, or set that trash can with a rotted out bottom in a box.
Yes.
That way you can get more miles out of it.
Yeah, we got to scrimp and save. Are you ready for birthdays?
I'm ready.
Actress Olivia de Havilland is 104. I believe she is the only surviving cast member from Gone with the Wind.
Wow.
Actress Leslie Caron, still beautiful at 89. Corporal Klinger, Jamie Farr, is 86 years old.
Yeah.
Actress Jean Marsh, 86. Actor David Prowse is 85. Dancer Twyla Tharp is 79. Actress Genevieve Bujold is 78. Deborah Harry of Blondie, 75. Actor Trevor Eve, 69. Actor Daryl Anderson, 69. Singer Fred Schneider of the B-52s, 69. Singer Victor Willis of the Village People, 69. I don't know which one of the characters he is. Dan Aykroyd is 68. Actress Lorna Patterson, 64. Actor Alan Ruck, he was on Spin City. He was the sidekick on Ferris Bueller's Day Off. He's 64. Singer Evelyn Champagne King, 60. Actor Andre Braugher is 58. Actor Dominic Keating, 58. Actress Pamela Anderson, 53, and Wacko. Let's see, actor Henry Simmons is 50. Actress Julianne Nicholson is 49. Actress writer Jill Kargman, 46. Actor Thomas Sadowski is 44. Actress Liv Tyler is 43. Isn't she Steven Tyler's little girl?
I think, yeah. Now that you mention that, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Actress Hilary Burton is 38. Actress Leah Sado is 35. Actors Stephen Cavarno and his brother Andrew Cavarno, 28. And actress Storm Reed is 17. Oh, local birthdays, we got them.
Coming up.
We are strong, we are resilient, and we will get through this together. But these are stressful times, and it's important to also practice good self-care. It's normal to feel overwhelmed, anxious, or afraid, but there is hope. Reach out to someone, connect with your friends, stay in touch with your community, and know that you are not alone. Learn more at wearebroadcasters.com/hope. Furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
We can celebrate our KXO birthdays. Happy birthday, Michael Carrillo, Sandra De La Garza, Kyla Alvarez, Aaron Hunt, Ceci Villalobos, Norma Sosa, Socorro Antunes, Roman Sanchez, Peter Rodriguez, Sarah Padilla, Trivia Zamaripa, Jorge De La Rosa, Charles Simpson, Justine Thompson, Lori Cardona, Michael Kirby. Happy birthday from KXO. And many returns of the day, right?
Yes, sirree.
Yeah, yesterday, I think I missed it. It was Mike Tyson's 54th birthday.
Mm-hmm.
And don't you know his birthday cake was shaped like an ear?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I saw that one coming.
Yeah, Tyson's in training. He wants to get back in the ring. In other words, he's broke and needs some money, right?
Yeah. And he's been sharpening up that tooth a little bit.
Yes. Maybe he'll get a new facial tattoo. Okay, we've got news if you're ready.
We certainly do. News coming your way, so stay with us.
Don't go anywhere. It's World in California News headlines right now, brought to you this morning by your friends and neighbors, Bobby and Mary Locke. Locke Air Conditioning. They are your year-round comfort specialists.
CBS News Update. Americans urged to celebrate a socially distanced 4th. Almost 45,000 new cases of coronavirus reported, the second highest number since March. The bulk in Florida, Texas, and California. KOVR TV's Anna Giles.
I definitely think it's going to get worse after this weekend for sure.
Can Sacramento resist the urge?
No, not at all. It's 4th of July. Families get together.
Angela Summers is having a 4th of July and birthday gathering at home.
We'll be asking people who have been having symptoms to not come.
CBS's David Begnaud.
On June the 1st, the Florida Health Department reported just under 28,000 new tests in a single day. Only 2.8% came back positive. Compare that to just yesterday. After the state processed more than 43,000 new tests in one day, more than 14% came back positive.
Mayor Bill de Blasio has just announced in-restaurant dining in New York City will be postponed. CBS News Update. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Locke Air Conditioning wants you to protect the things you care about. Protect your family with the air scrubber that utilizes Active Pure, certified technology to protect against airborne and surface contaminants. Clean, deodorize, purify, and protect not only your family, but your home. The air scrubber installs easily to your heating and cooling system, and it's made in the USA. Call Locke Air Conditioning now for details. 760-353-4501. Locke Air Conditioning, and protect the things you care about. Contractor's license number 696216.
California headline news: an ongoing increase in the number of COVID-19 cases, prompting Governor Newsom to consider more restrictions that will likely be announced today.
We'll be making some additional announcements on efforts to use that dimmer switch that we've referred to and begin to toggle back on our stay-at-home order and tighten things up.
Californians planning to visit New York, New Jersey, or Connecticut will have to quarantine for 2 weeks upon arrival. Those states restricting travel from California and 15 other states where cases are high. UC Berkeley researchers announcing the start of trials of a saliva test for COVID-19. It involves spitting into a tube instead of the more invasive nasal swab. Results available within 5 days.
When students come back, we want to make sure that they're not bringing in more virus into our community, because Berkeley doesn't exist as just a university. We live in a local Bay Area community. We have to make sure we're protecting them.
UC Berkeley graduate student Alexander Ehrenberg, researchers hoping to apply for an emergency use authorization from the FDA. Jeff Scott, California News.
World in California News headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning. For all your air conditioning and sheet metal needs, call Lock Air Conditioning today.
At JCPenney, we know you miss us, and we miss you. So, what if we said we had a store that's open all day, every day? We do. It's jcp.com or the JCPenney app. Need a swimsuit? We've got them. Something new and cute for summer? Look no further. Exclusive JCPenney brands plus your favorite national brands? Yes and yes. Check our site for the latest coupons. And when you spend $49 or more, standard shipping is free. JCPenney. Exclusions apply. See jcp.com for details.
Anyone who builds, remodels, or repairs for a living, we know the way you work has changed. That's why Lowe's is committing today to build new ways to keep you working tomorrow. We are proud to introduce the new Lowe's for Pros job site, powered by Stream, an augmented video chat tool, so you can be there for your customers without actually being there. And the cost to use? Try it free through October 31st at lowesforpros.com/ProLoyalty. Just one of the reasons why Lowe's is the new home for pros. Services subject to Stream terms. Lowe's loyalty membership required. More terms apply.
It's page one of the local news. Local news, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They have 2 locations in the valley, one in Brawley, another in El Centro. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
Taking a look at the latest in local news for a Wednesday morning, the Calexico Airport is scheduled to receive some grant funds. George Gale filed the story.
The Federal Aviation Administration is providing grants. Nearly $800 million in grants are being awarded to 347 airports in 46 states and 4 territories. Calexico International Airport will receive a $666,000 grant. Funds will be used to rehabilitate the airport's taxiway. For KXL Local News, I'm George Gale.
The latest information from the Imperial County Public Health Department shows that the number of COVID-19 related deaths continues to grow. Tuesday's report shows 93 deaths, up from Monday when the number of deaths reported was 81. The number of positive cases increased as well. Monday showed 6,187 individuals tested positive. That number grew by 75. With 6,242 in Tuesday's count. Active COVID cases dropped from 871 on Monday to 807 on Tuesday. KXO News Time, 7:42.
It's Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers with 2 locations in the valley, on Imperial Avenue next to Food for Less in El Centro, and in the Brawley Auto Plaza, Highway 86 and Julia Drive. Quick Lane services all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. They're open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. till 6 p.m., Saturdays 8 a.m. till 5 p.m. And Quick Lane has the best prices on name brand tires, guaranteed. Just ask your Quick Lane advisor for details. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro.
Well, this is a week of action. Here's more on that story.
It is next week. Local community leaders and representing over 150 nonprofit and municipalities who are members of the nonpartisan Count Me 2020 coalition are set to activate a week of action July 6th through the 10th. The week is to encourage individuals to respond to the census who live and work in neighborhoods which currently have a low census response rate. As of June 25th, there was a 55.4% self-response rate for the 2020 census in Imperial County. Count Me 2020 Coalition's Week of Action aims to increase the 2020 census self-response rate to at least 58.5%, which was the final 2010 census response rate. After that, they want to keep the momentum going to achieve a full population count of Imperial County by the end of the census response period, which is October 31st, 2020. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
Border Patrol agents found 21 illegal aliens attempting to hide in a utility truck Monday morning. The group had crossed into the U.S. Along the Colorado River near Yuma and were attempting to load into a large utility service-type vehicle. Agents were able to apprehend 17 individuals, but 5 others, including the driver of the truck, fled back to Mexico. Mexican law enforcement officers were able to apprehend another individual who had ran back across the border while agents waited for transportation for the group. The utility truck was registered in Las Vegas, Nevada, but had Arizona license plates. All the individuals in the group were Mexican nationals and were returned to Mexico. That concludes this edition of Local News. However, stay with us for Page 2.
Page 1 of the Local News, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
H&R Block Tax Pros are available year-round to get you every credit and deduction you deserve. Because the tax deadline has been extended to July 15th this year, you have more time to organize your documents and file your return, if you need it. If, on the other hand, you think you have a refund coming this year, why wait? The IRS is still processing returns. When you're ready to tackle your taxes, we're ready to help. Safely drop off your documents at our office or work with your tax pro from the comfort of your home. Call or visit your nearest H&R Block in Imperial Valley or log on to hrblock.com today to get started.
It's Page 2 of the Local News with in-depth weather, brought to you this morning by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for health insurance plans and Medicare supplemental coverage. David H. West Insurance Services.
Well, I can tell by looking at you that you'd like to know more about the California Consumer Privacy Act. George Gale has the
Don't
story.
tell anybody.
Well, just a few people.
It was adopted into law January 1st, 2020. California Attorney General Xavier Becerra says it will start being enforced on July 1st, today. Under the CCPA, Californians have the right to access and stop the sale of their personal data if they choose to exercise it. Becerra says as families continue to move their lives increasingly online, it is essential for them to know their privacy options. He says his office is committed to enforcing the law starting in July 1st, today. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
The California 2020-2021 budget contains $47 million for New River and Salton Sea projects. The New River Improvement Project in Calexico will receive a total of $28 million to commence with cleanup. Of that, $18 million will come from the general fund and $10 million from Proposition 68 funds. The Salton Sea Management Plan will receive $19,250,000 from Proposition 68 funds for the North Lake project to provide habitat and air quality improvement along the receding shoreline of the sea. Well, COVID-19 mitigation plan still being talked about. George Gale has the story.
It was developed by the County Board of Supervisors. Monday evening, the board met with State of California officials to propose several actions in an effort to continue mitigating the impacts to Imperial County residents and visitors due to COVID-19. The plan includes reiterating the stay-at-home order and face covering requirements through increased public messaging. Strongly encourage businesses to enforce face covering requirements, close all non-essential businesses to in-store traffic, allowing curbside pickup only, increasing educational activity with restaurants, further clarifying curbside pickup, strongly encourage families to limit the number of people visiting a store to one person per family for each visit, prohibit non-essential gatherings of any size, continue encouraging faith-based organizations to conduct virtual religious services, indoor services prohibited, outdoor services will be limited to 100 participants as long as they can implement social distancing measures. Encourage telecommuting services as much as possible for all businesses. close all county parks and recreational areas to public access, strongly encourage cities to close their parks as well, continue to collaborate and increase targeted engagement with local cities and law enforcement agencies regarding local health orders, engage additional community-based organizations and faith-based groups to reinvent outreach plan, and continue binational partnership with Mexicali to mitigate impacts of COVID-19 in both communities. While the county awaits a response, they have begun working independently and implementing increased public engagement and collaboration. If the county reaches a consensus with the state, a revised public health order will be issued by the public health officer, Dr. Stephen Monday, immediately. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
We'll be back with a look at the weather.
David H. West Insurance has been helping residents in Imperial Valley for many years with their insurance needs. David, Jose, and staff are trained professionals who can help you make the right decision with your insurance coverage, from health, Medicare, and most importantly, a life insurance plan. How much life insurance do you need and what's your monthly cost? We'll call David H. West Insurance today to make an appointment and get a free quote on a life insurance plan that's right for you and your family at 760-352-3411. That's 352-3411.
Here's Carroll Buckley with the weather update.
According to the National Weather Service, as high pressure builds into the region, temperatures will steadily warm through the week, with highs climbing back above normal by the weekend. This area of high pressure will also allow moisture levels to rise just a bit. Our high yesterday, 99 degrees, 75 our low. Sunny today with a high near 102. South-southeast wind about 5 miles an hour, then becoming calm. Clear tonight with a low 74. Southwest wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, turning out of the north-northeast after midnight. Thursday will be sunny with a high near 103. Light and variable winds will then turn out of the south-southeast, 5 to 10 miles an hour in the afternoon. 79 degrees downtown, 45% relative humidity, wind out of the southeast at 5 to 7 miles an hour. Page 2 of the local news, a presentation of David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for health insurance plans and Medicare supplemental coverage. David H. West Insurance Services.
Hi, I'm Kiana Alvarez.
Hi, I'm Kyla Alvarez.
And I'm Kimberly Alvarez, and our dad is a member of the El Centro Kiwanis Club. Every year, the El Centro Kiwanis Club has a fireworks booth located at the same place on 4th Street behind AutoZone in El Centro.
Buying your fireworks from El Centro Kiwanis Club helps local kids in our community. Please support the El Centro Kiwanis Club and have a happy July 4th.
We thank you for your support.
If you would like to become a member, Google El Centro Kiwanis Club. Your El Centro Kiwanis Club will be following all COVID guidelines at their fireworks booth.
It's sports time. Well, it's Bobby Bonilla Day. Yes, Bonilla, who has not played professional baseball in years. Well, 2001, his last year in Major League Baseball, still gets, he still gets $1.2 million every year from the New York Mets. And add to that, the Orioles pay him $500,000 a year as well. They bought out his contracts. Bobby, you got a great agent. You did well. Congratulations. Meanwhile, there are no protocols that can completely eliminate the risk of contracting the coronavirus. Therefore, despite Major League Baseball and the Players Association having developed an extensive manual to aid in the task of resuming play this year, players will continue to test positive during the pandemic, but they're not going to identify the players for you. Shouldn't be too hard to figure out. Hey, the first trade in more than 3 months in Major League Baseball. The Padres involved. They picked up minor leaguer Jorge Mateo from the A's. Mateo, the player to be named later in an earlier trade. The coronavirus pandemic has affected many businesses in the Imperial Valley. The Small Business Development Center and Imperial Valley Economic Development Corporation are here to help. They can assist with disaster loans and other financing, guidance on establishing a safe workplace, workforce concerns, and additional referrals. For virtual counseling services, call the Small Business Development Center, 760-312-9800. Se habla español. For more information on business resources, visit ivedc.com. Well, Cam Newton says he's already working out with the Patriots' Mohamed Sanu just days after signing with the Patriots. Will Newton be their starter this year? Probably. Meanwhile, Chris Jones is saying, hey, I'm going to hold out. I don't want to play for the Kansas City Chiefs. They franchise tagged the defensive lineman, and, well, Jones says he's not happy. He said he's been working with Le'Veon Bell and getting some guidance from him. And the NBA on track to resume play, but still concerned about the spread of the coronavirus. Yeah, and what effect that might have. I have a hunch they're going to start play, and then they're going to have to end play because they're not going to have enough players that haven't tested positive. Just my thought. That's it for Sports Time. Stick around. We've got a look at financial news coming up. Let freedom ring. It's our salute to Independence Day.
It makes you proud to be an American.
As we celebrate America's birthday with a special 3-hour presentation produced by the CBS Radio Network and hosted by Gil Gross. There will be stories of little-known heroes who helped build our great nation. There will be fun facts, historical insights, July 4th cooking tips, and of course, how to stay safe in the COVID-19 world. Let Freedom Ring is proudly presented by
Stan's Auto Body and the City of El Centro.
Listen Friday evening from 6 till 9, Saturday from 7 till 10 p.m., and Sunday from noon till 3. Celebrate the 4th of July with us on AM 1230. Financial news and a brief look at weather brought to you by the Imperial Valley's Roto-Rooter. When trains don't work, they do. U.S. stocks on the upside, building on the best quarter in about 20 years as investors took hope in positive developments from a clinical trial for a coronavirus vaccine candidate, easing worries around the rising COVID-19 tally, which has threatened to stall the U.S. recovery. The Dow Jones Industrials, the NASDAQ, and the S&P 500 with modest gains in early trading. Stocks rose at the opening of the session after showing losses in pre-market trading. Pfizer reported positive results from its phase 1 and 2 clinical trial for a COVID-19 vaccine candidate. It said that all 24 participants in the trial had developed neutralizing antibodies, but the data has not been peer-reviewed. Meanwhile, in China, the economy continued to show signs of a gradual recovery. A survey of China's manufacturing activity improved in June, underscoring the sense of improvement from out of the depths of recession. The monthly Purchasing Managers Index, issued by Caixin, rose to 51.2, up about half a percentage point from May. General Mills shares fell 2%. After the company beat earnings estimates for its fiscal fourth quarter. Yeah, beat the estimates and your shares dropped. Macy's reported first quarter results that matched Wall Street expectations, and their shares gained just a bit.
Roto-Rooter, your plumbing and drain cleaning specialists. Roto-Rooter offers full services, from hydrojetting to camera inspection. Water heaters, faucets, garbage disposals, anything that's clogged up. They'll take care of the problem right. Roto-Rooter is a locally owned family business with 53 years in the Imperial Valley. Call the experts at 760-352-6789. That's 352-6789 or 344-2533 in the North End. Roto-Rooter. When drains don't work, we do.
We'll have sunny skies today with a high near 102, south-southeast wind about 5 miles an hour, then becoming calm. Clear tonight with a low 74, southwest wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, turning out of the north-northeast after midnight. Tomorrow will be sunny with a high near 103, light and variable wind. We have 81 degrees downtown with that 42% relative humidity, wind out of the south-southeast at 325 miles an hour. Financial news and the weather brought to you by Roto-Rooter in El Centro and Brawley. When drains don't work, they do. CBS News on the hour coming up. Don't forget, the newscast, from 7:30 on, right up to now, it's available on YouTube. Check out the KXO YouTube channel. Subscribe.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro, the Imperial Valley's local news source.
CBS News on the Hour, presented by Capital One Bank.
I'm Steve Kathan. Not so fast in New York City. Even though coronavirus case numbers have eased up, Mayor Bill de Blasio says they're not pushing ahead to resume indoor dining at restaurants.
We're going to work with the state of New York to figure out what is the exact right way to do this. How to postpone indoor dining till the right moment. What the approach would be to determine when it makes sense to go about it again.
The drug maker Pfizer and a German biotech firm say a COVID-19 vaccine they've developed has shown potential, but Harvard's Dr. Ashish Shah says optimism needs a dose of caution.
I think end of the year is going to be extremely difficult. Look, we may have a vaccine that we've identified by the end of the year, but we don't just need to have a vaccine. We need to feel comfortable that it's safe, that it's effective.
Correspondent Cammie McCormick tells us there's been a virus outbreak now at North Carolina's Fort Bragg.
The U.S. Army says 90 soldiers who took part in some survival training in North Carolina have now been quarantined after one of them tested positive. The course was isolated, and all of the soldiers tested negative before the course. They also received daily checks, but when it was over, there was one confirmed case.
And now others in that group have tested positive. CBS's Stephen Portnoy has the latest on what's being said about the story of possible Russian bounties in Afghanistan targeting American troops.
The president's national security advisor says the decision to not brief Mr. Trump in person was made by a career civil service officer at the CIA.
I think she made the right call.
Robert O'Brien tells reporters the government took the raw intelligence seriously enough that it ramped up protection for troops in Afghanistan. And at the White House,
we started an interagency process to look at options.
But none of that explains why the information was kept from Mr. Trump, who tweeted, "The story is a hoax, quote, to slander me and the Republican Party."
The private payroll firm ADP says companies added nearly 2.4 million jobs in June. Small businesses reporting the biggest increase, adding 937,000. In Seattle, police are taking steps to try to get control of a neighborhood that's been held by protesters for weeks. KIRO TV reporter Ranji Sinha is covering.
There was a group of young men. They were challenging the police, stepping right up to the line, making their feelings known. There is animosity, there is tension, and there clearly is a lot of anger at what is happening.
Overseas, authorities in Hong Kong put a new Chinese security law to the test, moving in to make hundreds of arrests to break up protests. Some suspects could be sent to mainland China to face charges. Wall Street right now, the Dow's up 27 points. This is CBS News.
Why settle for average? With Capital One, you can open a new savings account with a rate 5 times the national average. Welcome to Banking Reimagined. What's in your wallet? Capital One N.A., member FDIC.
Progressive presents The Sounds of the Old World. The year is 2019, and someone is waiting for a table at a restaurant.
Thompson, party of 4. Thompson, party of 4. Thompson, party... Oh, there you are.
This has been The Sounds of the Old World. Brought to you by Progressive, where drivers can still switch and save like it's 2019.
Quote today at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
Jay Farner here, CEO of Rocket Mortgage. Making the right financial decisions has never been more important. When you turn to Rocket Mortgage, we can help guide you to those right decisions now, when they matter most. Mortgage rates are near historic lows, so now is a great time to call 8338-ROCKET. And if you need some extra money, a cash-out refinance could give you that financial boost you're looking for. Call today at 8338-ROCKET or go to rocketmortgage.com to learn more.
Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender. Licensed in all 50 states and MLS number 3030.
The Oscars taking a new step toward inclusion.
To do what I do, I need some idea of the threat we face.
Tenet's John David Washington is among the 819 new artists invited to join the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences. Awkwafina and Zendaya are also on the list. 36% are people of color, 45% women. The Academy will also guarantee 10 Best Picture nominees, beginning with the 2021 Oscars. Members will be able to view films released year-round on a new streaming site. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
Well, July 1st is payday for ex-big leaguer Bobby Bonilla. The New York Mets forking over $1.2 million today, as they have since 2011 and will till 2035. Part of a buyout deal that looked good when the Mets were investing with Bernie Madoff, but now looks like a steal for Bonilla, who is now 57. Steve Kathan, CBS News.
During these unprecedented times, we know you're all worried about your family's health, your job, and paying your bills. Stop the endless debt cycle, especially now. Be proactive and take advantage of unique programs in place to help you get free of your debt. Don't wait for the bills to pile up and the banks to breathe down your neck. The program at Total Financial Freedom can help you get free of credit card debt, internet and signature loans, and even timeshares. You pay only a fraction of what you owe, and they even offer a guarantee. Call now at 800-899-8922 to see if you can qualify and receive a free book written by our CEO, the Debt Dietitian. A+ rated, Total Financial Freedom has helped thousands get debt relief without considering bankruptcy. During these stressful times, debt doesn't need to add to it. Call now, 800-899-8922, and get your free copy of the book to help you at 800-899-8922. That's 800-899-8922.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio with Carroll Buckley.
1230 This is an ugly candy bar. Peter Paul's almond cluster. It bulges from the way they stuff those almonds and crunchy stuff inside. It's so ugly, in fact, we're not going to show it to you. But don't go away. We're going to show you something. Isn't that something? Believe me, it's better than looking at our candy bar. Funny thing, ugly as it is, almond cluster tastes just beautiful. What people who make such a crunchy, chocolatey candy can't fix the way it looks? I don't know, maybe we should be on the radio or something, skywriting.